Monday. Today's fun for the day. Gift and charity. They're shellfish.
Morning, Jeff. How you doing?
I'm good, Marianne. How are you?
Thank you. Hey, I
I
just,
think I
yep.
think Sammer may have been scheduled this morning, but I'm in his stead.
Okay, thank you. There are two people in your waiting room.
All right, now once again, Marianne, I apologize. I'm on this little device. I can join a meeting room. I just can't move people around. So if I have my own meeting room, I believe I can go in and out.
Yep, you have your meeting room. Yep,
All right. Thank you.
you're welcome. Mr. Weir, you should see, Mr. Weir, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay, good morning. You should see an invitation to join a meeting room, a breakout room, if you can click on that.
Right now, I just see an empty courtroom. I see
Do you,
my,
if you touch your screen, do you see something that may come up?
on my computer. No, I just, like I said, I see a empty courtroom. I see two things that says satisfaction survey, and I see something that says Attorney Samir Jadala.
Okay, okay. Let me try this again. I'll try and move you. You may see
Oh,
something.
now it says Marianne is inviting you to join room 7.
I'm gonna put you in a meeting room. Yep.
Should I join now?
Yes, please. Morning, Sammer. How's it going?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You're here for Hamilton?
I am. I'm gonna go into the breakout room with the prosecutor.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Thank you.
Mr. Hamilton?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Bowditch.
Your Honor, I'm connected.
It's not for you, Mr. Bowditch.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Somebody took him. Good.
I've just spoken with one person so far, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Bowditch. As soon as Mr. Minnick comes back, we'll get Mr. Bolanis.
Mr. Bowditch, I did put, when you're ready, I did put another defendant in your meeting room.
I'll go there directly. Thank you, Mary Ann.
This is 2-3. I'm sorry, Mr. Minnick, don't leave. Give me 1 second.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Mena. How's it going?
Good morning, Mary Ann. Happy Monday.
Yeah. You know what? I got here and looked, I get here at 7:30 and I looked out my window about 7:45 and it was still so dark. I'm like, what's happening here?
You're officially in fall now.
I know. Oh, don't say those words.
Well, they haven't said that. I haven't said the S word yet.
Nope. Don't ever say that to me.
I don't mind it.
I always knew you were a little off.
I am.
This is 23WM01726. This is Wayne County Airport versus Peter Bolanis. May I have your appearances, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, James Mena appearing on behalf of the airport.
State your name for me, please, sir.
Peter John Bolanis.
Bolanis, thank you. Sir, the way the court staff has you labeled indicates that you're waiving your right to have the assistance of the court-appointed attorney this morning. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Minna,
I
the
have, Your Honor.
prosecutor.
I have.
Mr. Minna, how are we proceeding in this case?
Your Honor, Mr. Balanis has indicated that he's going to plead guilty to the checkpoint violation. That'll be taken pursuant to 771.1 for a period of 3 months. It was a firearm, Your Honor, so at the completion of his probation, the firearm can be returned to him.
Thank you. Sir, would you raise your right hand for me, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Sir, you understand you have an absolute right to have a trial in this case,
I do.
and that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Understood.
And sir, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
I am.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, is it true that on September 21st, 2023, at Wayne County Airport, which is located at City of Romulus, County of Wayne, State of Michigan, you carried a firearm to the checkpoint?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, Mr. Minna?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Sir, the court will accept your plea of guilty as charged to the checkpoint violation. As indicated by the prosecutor, that plea is being taken pursuant to MCL 771.1, which means the sentence is delayed for a period of 3 months. Sir, so long as you incur no new criminal offenses in the state of Michigan for the next 3 months and you pay $900 in costs, the case will be administratively reviewed for dismissal after that 90 days, and you may retrieve your firearm from the airport police. Sir, do you need more than 5 days to pay that amount?
No, ma'am. I can make that happen.
Anything else this morning, sir?
Not from me.
Thank you. That concludes this matter. Good luck to you, sir. 90 days. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
Mary Ann, could I go into a room with Mr. Minna, please?
You can do that. You're co-host, Jeff.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Meet me in my meeting room, Jeff.
Thank you, Jim. I can do that.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I am well. Have you spoken to Mr. Minna yet regarding this citation? Sir?
Yeah, no, I have not. Could I get in a breakout room with him?
Absolutely. Mary Ann will get you moved into his waiting room.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, I'm ready. I miss McSwain, whenever the court is.
As soon as Mr. Minna pops back out.
Mr. Hamilton, did you speak with the clerk when you were here earlier? Mr. Hamilton,
Yes, speaking.
did you speak with the clerk when you were here earlier?
No, I didn't. I didn't have sound.
Okay, I'm gonna put you back in her waiting room.
Okay. Alrighty.
This is 23WM 01735. This is Wayne County Airport versus McSwain.
Good morning.
Your
ma'am.
appearances, please.
For the record,
For
Your Honor,
the
she's
rec-
not appearing on behalf of the airport. Sorry, Jeff.
My apologies. Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Miss McSwain. Your Honor, as far as the arraignment, we waive formal reading and stand mute. We also had a chance to pre-try this case. Your Honor, we do have an executed plea agreement in which Miss McSwain would be pleading guilty to the charge of a checkpoint violation, with the understanding the matter would be taken under advisement for a period of 3 months under statute 771. Ms. McSwain has been advised of her right to plead not guilty. She has been informed of her rights associated with the trial process, and she's ready to plead. I believe it's knowingly and voluntarily made, Your Honor.
Ma'am, state your name for me, please.
Savannah McSwain.
Ms. McSwain, raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. You had the opportunity to discuss this case with Mr. Bowditch. You understand the charges you face and the possible penalties.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that the court accepts your plea this morning. You will not have a trial of any kind.
I do.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
I understand.
And ma'am, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily.
Yes, ma'am.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty.
No.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, is it true that on September 22nd, 2023 at Wayne County Airport, which is city of Romulus, County of Wayne, state of Michigan, you violated the checkpoint by taking a dangerous weapon to security?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, Mr. Mena?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Bowditch?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Ms. McSwain, what was the weapon?
It was a firearm.
Firearm. The plea is being taken pursuant to 771.1. The cost in this matter will be $900. Ma'am, so long as you incur no new criminal offenses in the state of Michigan over the next 3 months and pay the $900 that have been assessed to you, the case will be administratively reviewed for dismissal. Do you need more than 5 days to pay that amount?
I do not.
5 days to pay. And ma'am, your firearm may be retrieved from airport police at the conclusion of the 90 days in payment of the costs assessed. Anything else, Mr. Mena?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Bowditch? Mr. Bowditch?
Your Honor, you're frozen on my machine, but there's nothing else from me.
Thank you. Ms. McSwain, you're free to go. Good luck to you. Have a good day.
Thanks to you as well.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Mr. Jadala is going to have one with Mr. Hamilton. That's going to be a dismissal, and I'm going to move to the breakout room if that's okay with the court.
Well, real quick, Mr. Jadala,
Yes, Judge.
in 23WM017190M, County Airport versus Hamilton, the case is being dismissed.
That is correct, Your Honor. Your Honor, with the understanding that I'll be providing Mr. Mena with a receipt that Mr. Hamilton has paid standard parking the fee.
Thank you. Mr. Mena is going to go ahead into his breakout room. And when Mr. Hamilton comes out, we'll have the conversation with him.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you. Good morning, Mr. Hamilton. Sir, in 23WM017190M, Wayne County Airport versus Hamilton.
Your Honor, respectfully, Sam Richdala, P62186. Your Honor, as discussed earlier, Mr. Hamilton is going to pay standard parking an $80 fee, and in exchange, the case is being dismissed as.
Mr. Hamilton, how soon will you be able to pay that amount to the standard parking?
I'll be able to pay it today within the next, I would say next couple of hours, if that's okay.
Absolutely. Mr. Janala, had you spoken to Mr. Mena about adjourning this matter, or we?
No, Your Honor, he's agreed to dismiss it. And what I'm
Okay.
going to do is Mr. Hamilton is going to provide me proof of payment, and I'm in turn going to provide that to the city attorney for the airport.
Thank you. Mr. Hamilton, this case is being dismissed. Please pay standard parking and provide Mr. Jadala with proof of that payment, okay?
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
Anything else, Mr. Jadala?
Nothing further, Judge. Thank you and your staff.
Thank you. Have a good day. Mr. Hamilton, you're free to go. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Two-three WM01683, Wayne County Airport versus Priscilla Tuali.
Morning, Your Honor. For the record, Roger Cayley, P4811, appearing on behalf of Mr. Wally.
Good morning, Mr. Cayley. Did you have a chance to speak to Mr. Mena this morning?
I did, Your Honor.
Did you resolve this matter?
We did.
What did you agree upon, sir?
My client will be, I'll be responsible on my client's behalf to double parking with a $300 fine. We're asking for 3 weeks to pay.
3 weeks to pay? Absolutely. Anything else this morning?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Thank you. We'll get that file dispo. You have a good day. Make sure your client pays $300 within the next 21 days.
Thank you, Judge. Always a
care.
pleasure. Thank you and your staff. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
This is 23WM01732OM, Wayne County Airport versus Ategba.
Yes.
Ready, Your Honor. Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Ateka. Your Honor, today is the date and time for arraignment in this matter. We would waive formal reading and stand mute. We also had a chance to pre-try this case, Your Honor. At this time, the defendant wishes to plead guilty to the charge of being a disorderly person, with the understanding the matter would be taken under 771 for a period of 3 months. If he complies with all the court's wishes, after that, the court will consider dismissal of the charges. I have explained to this young man his rights. I believe he understands.
Thank you. State your name for me, sir.
Laifoya Clisten Ataiwa.
Thank you. Raise your right hand, please. Do
My
you
right
swear or affirm that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
It's true.
Thank you. You may put your hand down.
All right.
Sir, you've had a chance to speak to Mr. Bowditch. You understand the charges you face and the possible penalties.
Your Honor, I'm having some issues. You're breaking up and I keep zooming on.
Sir, you had a chance to speak to Mr. Bowditch. You understand the charges you face and the possible penalties?
Yes, ma'am.
And after having that conversation, sir, you wish to plead guilty as charged to being a disorderly person.
I plead guilty.
You understand that if the court accepts your plea, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Sorry, but I don't understand everything. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that for me, please?
You understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you will not have a trial.
Oh, yeah.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Okay. Yes, I think so. Yeah.
And you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
I'm sorry? Say that again.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
I don't understand what that mean. Like, if I can have a little
Have
bit.
you been threatened in any way to get you to plead guilty?
Training to people?
Have you been threatened in any way to get you to plead guilty?
I don't know.
Sir,
Yes,
are you,
sir,
sir?
Yes.
Sir, are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, because I'm.
Thank you. Okay.
Defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
Well, sir, is it true that on September 21st, 2023, at Wayne County Airport in the city of Romulus, you were a disorderly person? Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. That's what the airport said.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a misunderstanding stuff. What happened at the airport? It's like we didn't understand each other about the ticket, and then maybe they said I was drunk. Yeah, that's true. And maybe I have something like I do, and they didn't like it. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, sir. The court accepts your plea of guilty. Since this plea is taken pursuant to 771.1, which means sentence will be delayed for a period of 3 months, so long as you do not have any new cases in the state of Michigan, no new criminal cases, and you pay $200 in costs, the case will be administratively reviewed for dismissal. Do you need more than 5 days to pay $200?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Sir, you'll see an invitation to go into the breakout room. You'll speak to a collections agent. She'll put you on a payment plan for the $200, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Honor.
You're welcome.
All right, ma'am.
This is 23WM017530T. This is Wayne County Airport versus Matthew Leonard.
Morning, Honor. James Mena appearing on behalf of the airport.
State your name for me, please, sir.
Matthew Leonard.
Mr. Leonard, the way the
Hello.
court staff have you labeled indicate that you're waiving your right to the assistance of the court-appointed attorney this morning. Is that correct?
Yes.
Sir, you've had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Mena, the prosecutor from the airport this morning.
Yes.
Mr. Mena, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, upon acceptance of a reduced charge to double parking with a $300 fine, the civil infraction of plea responsible to double parking, the traffic device citation would be dismissed.
Thank you. Mr. Leonard, is that how you wish to proceed this morning?
Yes.
Raise your right hand for me, please, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Sir, you understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning to the added count of double parking, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes. I guess was that a question?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. And sir, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes,
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plea responsible.
no,
You're doing so because you are responsible.
yeah, yes,
Sir, is it true that on September 29, 2023, at Wayne County Airport, the city of Romulus, you were double parked contrary to law?
yes,
Satisfied, Mr. Mena?
was that?
That's fine, Your Honor.
Okay,
Thank you. Mr. Leonard, the court accepts your plea of responsible to the added count of double parking and will dismiss the unregistered vehicle misdemeanor. As indicated previously, the court will impose $300 in cost. Do you need more than 5 days to pay that amount, sir?
no, I can put it on a card.
5 days to pay, and that will conclude this matter. Anything else this morning, Mr. Leonard?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a good day. Good luck to you.
You too, thank you.
Thank you. This is 23WM01747OM, Wayne County Airport versus Stephanie Meyer.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, James Mena appearing on behalf of the airport.
State your name for me, please, ma'am.
Good morning, Stephanie Meyer.
Good morning. Ms. Meyer, the way the court staff have you labeled indicate that you're waiving your right to have the assistance of the court-appointed attorney. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, you've had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Mena, the prosecutor from the airport.
Yes, I have.
Mr. Mena, how are we proceeding this morning?
Your Honor, we're going to be requesting that this be set for a new date. Ms. Meyer has indicated she wishes to retain counsel on this matter.
Is that accurate, Ms. Meyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have an attorney in mind? You don't need to say their name. I just want to make sure we adjourn it out far enough for you to be able to retain someone.
Yes, I have an attorney in mind.
Okay. Marianne, a new date for Ms. Meyer, please.
Sure, November 27th at 8:30.
November 27th.
November 27th at 8:30. Ms. Meyer, did you speak to court staff this morning and confirm your physical address?
Yes, I did.
They will mail a notice of that new date and time to you. It will be back here on Zoom with me in courtroom number 1. We're adjourning the arraignment and pretrial. Again, notice will be mailed to you. When you retain your attorney, they will know to send their appearance in so they may represent you at this November 27th date, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Anything else, Ms. Meyer?
Not at this time.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll see you on November 27th. You have a good day.
All right, you too, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Hetzer, Mr. Bowdish, I think there are people in your waiting room.
Thank you, Your Honor. I've been checking, but I'll.
Thank you. Mr. Hetzer, have you spoken to the court clerk this morning to confirm your phone number and address?
No, ma'am, I did not.
Okay, you should see an invitation to go into that breakout room. I know that your attorney is here. I saw him. Where did he? He's been here, Mr. Hetzer. I saw him. But please go into the breakout room with the clerks. They'll verify your contact information.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do that now then?
You should see that. Yes, please.
Okay. Ma'am, is there supposed to be like a breakout window that's supposed to pop up for me, or am I to leave and go to the breakout? Because I'm seeing nothing here.
You should see something. I see that they sent you an invitation to go into the clerk's waiting room. You don't see that?
Which gallery? No, ma'am, I do not. I thought I
What
seen
type of device are you on?
I'm on an iPad, ma'am.
If you tap your screen, does it activate icons on the bottom?
The only thing on the bottom is my picture. It has my son's name for some reason, but other than that, it's just normal. There's no breakout. I did see one when I was logging on, but I never seen. I do not see one now. Should I get out and get back in real quick? Maybe it'll pop back up.
That's fine, sir. So we'll keep an eye out for you. Mr. Mays is here, so if you go out, come back, and we'll get you in with the clerks and then connected with your attorney.
Okay, thank you. Apologize for that.
Thank you. This is 23WM017460M Wayne County Airport versus Dale Wallace. May I have your appearance, please?
For the record, Your Honor, James Mena appearing on behalf of the airport.
Good morning, Your Honor. Steve Trementine with and on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Dale Wallace, who's seated to my right. Mr. Wallace, could you state your name for the record, please?
Dale Wallace.
Thank you. Mr. Trementine, how are we proceeding this morning in this arraignment and pretrial?
Your Honor, I believe we have a pre-arraignment resolution to this case. It's my understanding that the airport is willing to dismiss the criminal offense in plea of responsible to double authority to plead responsible.
Sir, there's something going on with your audio. You're breaking up, sir.
Are we having audio?
Just a little bit.
Your Honor, while he's fixing that, it's going to be amended to a double parking.
I'm sorry.
$400 fine.
Yes, I believe we have a Yes, Your Honor.
Double parking and what, Mr. Mena?
A $400 fine, Your Honor. The knife will be destroyed.
Mr. Trementine?
Yes, can you hear me, Your Honor?
I'm able to hear you now. Mr. Mena has indicated that the plea is responsible to the added count of double parking, a fine of $400, and the knife to be destroyed. Was that your understanding and agreement?
That is our understanding and agreement. Mr. Wallace has given me authority to plead responsible on his behalf to the amended civil infraction.
Thank you. Does he need more than 5 days to pay the $400?
He does not.
5 days to pay, the knife will be destroyed, double parking. Anything else, Mr. Mena?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr.
No,
Trementine? Thank you. Good luck to you, Mr. Wallace.
We're all
Have a
set.
good day.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good morning, Mr. Mays.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sorry about that.
No worries. Your client was here. He was having a little bit of a technical issue.
Okay,
When he comes back, we'll get you connected, okay?
sounds good. Thank you. I need to meet with the prosecutor.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Lanscott, have you spoken to Mr. Mena this morning, and are you ready to proceed with Mr. Halstead?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have not spoken with the prosecutor yet, Your Honor.
We'll get you queued up to speak to him.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Miss
Hashorva?
Hashorva, yes. Have you spoken to Mr. Mena, and are you ready to proceed with Mr. Doku?
No, I did not have the chance.
We'll get you moved into his waiting room.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is 23WM01739. This is Wayne County Airport versus Chauncey Price. Your appearance, please.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of with Mr. Price. Your
State
Honor,
your name
today-
for me, please, sir.
Chauncey Marquise Price.
Thank you. Today's the day and time set for the arraignment and pretrial. Mr. Bowditch, how are we proceeding?
As far as the arraignment, Your Honor, wait for reading, stand mute. As far as the pretrial, Your Honor, we do have an executed plea agreement. Mr. Price will be pleading guilty to the charge of being a disorderly person.
Thank you. Raise your right hand for me, sir. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Sir, you've had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Bowditch this morning. You understand the charges you face and the possible penalties.
Yes, ma'am.
And after having that conversation, sir, is your intention this morning to plead guilty as charged to being a disorderly person?
Yes, ma'am.
And sir, you understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, ma'am.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes, ma'am.
And sir, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily.
Yes, ma'am.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty.
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, is it true that on September 25th, 2023 at Wayne County Airport, which is City of Romulus, County of Wayne, State of Michigan, you were a disorderly person, more specifically that you were disrupting, impeding, harassing the orderly flow of other passengers?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, Mr. Bowditch?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Price, the court will accept your plea as of guilty as charged to being a disorderly person. Mr. Bowditch, was there anything you'd like to say before fines and costs are imposed in this matter?
No, Your Honor. This was a series of events that was completely out of the character of this young man. He had some issues. He was on some medications for an illness. He mixed with some alcohol, and the results were less than he expected from himself.
Thank you. Mr. Price, the court will impose the following. There's a fine of $100. There's cost of $100. There's $75 mandatory crime victims fee. There's $50 mandatory state costs and $20 fund fee. That's $345. Do you need more than 5 days to pay that amount?
Yes, ma'am.
Then, Mr. Price, the next thing you'll see is an invitation to go out to the breakout room with Maria. She is a court clerk that will help you set a payment plan in this matter. Anything else, Mr. Bowditch?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good luck to you, Mr. Price. Please go speak to Maria.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Are we ready on Halstead?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is 23WM01755 Wayne County Airport versus Miles Halstead. Your appearance, please.
And good morning, Your Honor. Todd Lantot appearing on behalf of Miles Halstead.
State your name for me, please, Mr. Halstead.
Miles Halstead, ma'am.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for the arraignment and pretrial. Mr. Lantot, how are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor. With regard to the arraignment, Mr. Halstead will waive the formal reading, stand mute.
And sir, you had the chance to speak to Mr. Mena in this matter?
I did, Your Honor. If we could set this for a pretrial, I would appreciate it, Judge.
Thank you. In the interim, Mr. Halstead, the court will set your bond at $1,000 personal. You don't need $1,000 personal. You don't need to post any money, but what you must do is continue to appear as directed by the court until the case is resolved in its entirety. We'll put this matter over to November the 27th.
At 8:30, Judge.
At 8:30 back here on Zoom in courtroom number 1 with me Mr. Lansdott, was there any other conversation you had with Mr. Minna that needs to be noted for the record?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Halsted, I will see you on November the 27th, sir. You have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Leader, we haven't seen Mr. Manoogian this morning. Mr. Leader, have you spoken to Mr. Manoogian this morning?
Not this morning, but I have spoke to him previously, yes.
I wanted you to know that I do see you. I just don't see your attorney yet. But as soon as they get here, we'll get you connected and get your case called, okay?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Mr. Mays, did you speak to Mr. Minna already?
I did, and my client and I are ready to proceed.
Thank you. This is 23WM 01748, Wayne County Airport versus Bradley Hetzer. Your
And
appearances,
William-
please.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. William Mays on behalf of Mr. Hetzer. Mr. Hetzer, state your name, please.
Bradley Leroy Hetzer.
And
Thank
Your
you.
Honor,
Today is the day and time set. Go ahead, Mr. Mays.
I was just going to say what we had worked out, Your Honor.
Please proceed, sir.
Thank you, Judge. The prosecutor and I have worked out an arrangement where Mr. Hetzer is going to plead to the offense of possession of a firearm at the airport or a checkpoint violation under 771.1. He's going to serve a 3-month probationary sentence where that plea will be taken under advisement. At the end of that plea, the charges will be dismissed, and he will be entitled to go to the airport police and petition to get his firearm back from them without any issue. I've advised him of his rights. He understands what his rights are. It's my understanding that this time he's going to avail himself of that offer from the prosecutor.
Thank you. Sir, raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Sir, you had the opportunity to speak to your attorney, Mr. Mays, about this case, and you understand the charges you face and the possible penalties.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Mays explained to you the rights you'd be giving up by pleading guilty as charged this morning to the checkpoint violation.
Yes, ma'am.
And after having that conversation with Mr. Mays, that is in fact what you wish to do, plead guilty.
Yes, ma'am.
And sir, you understand that by pleading guilty this morning, you waive your right to have a trial in this matter.
Yes, ma'am.
You waive your right to see and cross-examine witnesses against you.
Yes, ma'am.
And sir, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily.
Yes, ma'am.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promising anything to get you to plead guilty.
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Sir, is it true that on September the 27th, 2023 at Detroit Metro Airport, which is City of Romulus, County of Wayne, State of Michigan, you violated the checkpoint by taking a firearm through security?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Satisfied, Mr. Mays?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, the court accepts your plea of guilty as charged to the checkpoint violation as indicated by Mr. Mays. This plea is being taken pursuant to MCL 771.1. So long as you incur no new criminal offenses in the state of Michigan for the next 90 days, pay $900 in costs. The case will be administratively reviewed for dismissal. And at the conclusion of that 90 days, you'll be able to petition the airport police for return of the firearm. Do you need more than 5 days to pay the cost in this case, sir?
No, ma'am.
Anything else in this matter, Mr. Mays?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Hetzer, thank you for your patience this morning. You're free to go. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
This is 23WM015270M, Wayne County Airport versus Kevin Isaacson. Your appearances, please.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Isaacson. Your Honor.
State your name for me, please, sir.
Say your name.
I'm sorry, it's Kevin Isaacson.
Mr. Bowditch.
Your Honor, there is a second person in the room with Mr. Isaacson. It is his son. Mr. Isaacson has difficulty hearing. His son is merely going to help explain if there's a problem. We do have Mr. Isaacson at this time, Your Honor, is going to waive his former reading and stand mute at arraignment. At the pretrial, he's going to plead guilty to violation of rules and regulations at the airport.
Mr. Isaacson, raise your right hand for me, please, sir. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
You may put your hand down.
Okay.
Sir, you had a chance to speak to Mr. Bowditch. You understand the charges you face and the possible penalties?
Did he explain to you the penalties?
Yes.
And sir, after having that conversation, you wish to plead guilty as charged to violation of the rules and regulations of the airport?
You wish to
Yes.
plead guilty, okay.
Yes.
And sir, you're pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
Have you been threatened or promised anything?
No, I'm sorry, Judge. Yes.
No, don't
No, I'm
apologize.
sorry.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Is it true that on August 23rd, 2023 at Wayne County Airport, which is City of Romulus, you failed to report a found article and remove that article from the airport premises?
Yes.
Satisfied, Mr. Bowditch?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
The court accepts your plea of guilty as charged, sir. Mr. Bowditch, is there anything you want to say before fines and costs are imposed in this matter?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Isaacson, the court will impose minimal fines and costs in this matter. There's a $100 fine. There's $100 in costs. There's $75 mandatory crime victims fee. $50 mandatory state costs and $20 fund fee. That's $345. Do you need more than 5 days to pay that amount, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, ma'am.
Then, sir, we'll move you into a breakout room. You'll meet with Maria from the court's collection staff. She'll set a payment plan for you, okay?
Okay.
Good luck to you, Mr. Isaacson.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
You're
Mr.
welcome.
Isaacson, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Hold on.
Mr. Torres?
Mr. Cook, if you can hear me, please join the breakout room.
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to figure it out.
Mr. Isaacson,
Yes, ma'am.
you should see an invitation to go speak to Maria in room number 7. Please go there with her.
It's still a widget. There it goes.
Peter Torres?
Sorry, I realized what you just did.
Mr. Torres?
Yes.
Who is your client, please, sir?
BECOKU. I'm a little early, so
No, early is
I'm
fine.
not
We have a
sure.
little lull in the action. Is your client joining early too?
Yes, he just texted me. He needs the meeting ID, so I'm sending that right now, and he should log
Have
in.
you spoken to Mr. Mena?
I did, and we're asking for another pretrial date so I can get discovery, which he sent something over to me. I just need to get it to the court.
As soon as your client logs on, I'll call the case and you can get on with your day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge Martin,
You're welcome.
The client is in with Marlisa.
In with Marlisa. And then as soon as court staff finish verifying their contact information, they'll put them in this main session. I'll get the case called.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That adjourned date is going to be November the 27th. Are you available that date?
Zoom, Your Honor.
And Mr. You're ready. Courtroom problems.
I'm
Was that-
sorry?
Was that Zoom, Your Honor?
Of course, yes, sir.
Yes, November 27th.
Yes.
Yes, I can do that.
8:40, Judge.
8:40. You're optimistic, Marianne. Mr. Cook? This is 23WM01761, Wayne County Airport versus Ronald Wood. Your appearance, please.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of, with Mr. Wood. Sir, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Ronald Wood. Nope.
Thank you. Today's the day and time set for the arraignment and pretrial. Mr. Bowditch, how are we proceeding in this matter? Mr. Bowditch?
Your Honor, my screen is blank and you're breaking up.
How are we proceeding, sir?
Mr. Wood, Your Honor, wishes to plead guilty to being a disorderly person.
Thank you. Mr. Wood, were you able to hear Mr. Bowditch just now?
Yes.
Raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. Put your hand down, please. Sir, you understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes.
And sir, you're entering this plea of guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
You haven't been promised anything, threatening in any way to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Sir, is it true that on September 29, 2023 at Wayne County Airport, which is City of Romulus, County of Wayne, State of Michigan, you were a disorderly person, more specifically that you were disrupting, impeding, or harassing the orderly flow of passengers?
Yes.
Thank you. Sir, the court will accept your plea of guilty to being a disorderly person at the airport on the day and time in question. Mr. Bowditch, anything before fines and costs are imposed?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Wood, the court will impose a fine of $100. There's cost of $100. There's $75 mandatory crime victim fee. There's $50 mandatory state costs and $20 fund fee. That's $345. Do you need more than 5 days to pay that amount?
Yes.
Then, sir, the next thing you'll see is an invitation to go into a room with Maria. She's a member of the court staff that will help set a payment plan for this $345. Anything else, Mr. Bowditch?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Wood, good luck to you, sir. Please go speak to Maria. This is 23WM01824OM, Wayne County Airport versus Becca Cool. Your appearance, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
State your name for me, sir.
My name is Preparin Betsoku.
Thank you.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Peter Torres here on behalf of Mr. Baku.
Mr. Torres, today's the day and time set for the arraignment and pretrial in this matter. For purposes
Your
of
Honor,
arraignment, how are we proceeding?
We'll waive formal reading. My client will stand mute, and I'll ask the court to enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf.
Thank you. The court will set bond in this matter at $1,000 personal. Sir, you don't need to post any money, but what you must do is continue to appear as directed by the court until the case is resolved in its entirety. Before you came on this morning, sir, your attorney indicated that discovery has already been requested from the prosecution. I've made a note in the file. We will adjourn the pretrial in this matter until November the 27th, 2023 at 8:40 a.m. That will be back on Zoom, back here in courtroom number 1. Mr. Torres, is there anything else on behalf of your client, sir?
No, Your Honor. Thank you for your time.
You're very welcome. Thank you for being early this morning. I'll see you on November 27th. Have a good day, sir.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yep. All that, yep.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Very good. Thank you.
So are you just joining us or have you spoken to court staff already this morning?
No, I've spoken to my attorney this morning.
No, that's not what I asked you. Have you spoken with court staff? Have you
Court staff?
spoken
No,
with
I
the
have
clerk
not.
from the court? Then,
No, I
sir,
don't.
you'll see an invitation to go into a breakout room. You'll meet with Marlisa. She just wants to verify your phone number and your address, okay? Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
This is 23WM01717 Wayne County Airport versus William Ware. Your appearance, please.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of Mr. and with Mr. Weir. Mr. Weir, could you state your name for the record, please?
William Thomas Weir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Mr.
sir.
Bowditch. How are we proceeding this morning?
We're just going to adjourn this matter, Your Honor.
We're just going to adjourn this matter because what, Mr. Bowditch?
Pay a ticket.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we're going to adjourn it so that he has the opportunity to pay the parking citation. If he does, then what we generally do is move to dismiss it.
I took that as a matter of custom before I spoke to you, Mr. Mena. Thank you.
I just like the record to be complete, but we'll adjourn the arraignment and pretrial on this matter to November the 27th at
8:40.
At 8:40 a.m. We'll be back here on Zoom in number 1. And Mr. Weir, in the interim, if you pay standard parking, the green lot, actually the amount, and provide the receipt to Mr. Bowditch to get to the prosecutor. Generally, these matters are dismissed. So we'll adjourn the arraignment and pretrial in its entirety. Is there anything else, Mr. Mena?
No, Your Honor.
Anything
Your
else,
Honor,
Mr. Bowditch?
I do
Yes.
have a conflict, Your Honor, on November 27th. Is there an earlier date? I don't think it's going to take him very much time to pay this.
There's not an earlier date. That's the next airport date. But if Mr. Weir gets it to you and you get it to Mr. Mena can, of course, dismiss it before that 27th.
All right. Well, why don't we try to do it that way, Judge? Thank you.
Thank you.
Just-
Thank you,
just a
Mr. Weir.
quick
You're free to
question,
go,
if you-
sir.
Just a
Yes,
quick
go ahead.
question, if you may. How do I get this to, 2 questions. How do I get the receipt to Mr. Mena? And do I go to the green lot office or whatever, or do I pay this ticket that I got in the mail?
You pay the green lot directly. You give the receipt to Mr. Bowditch. Mr. Bowditch gets it to Mr. Mena. Did you get
Okay.
contact information from Mr. Bowditch while you were in the breakout?
No, Your Honor, we'll need that.
No.
Then you'll go back there with him right now so you can exchange contact information and then you follow with Mr. Bowditch, okay?
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. This is 23WM01770OM Wayne County Airport versus Armando Doku. Your appearance, please.
For the record, Your Honor, James Mena appearing on behalf of the airport.
And Ciola Hashorva, Your Honor, on behalf of defendant who's in the breakout room right now, talking to the clerk.
He's right here.
Oh, he is. Okay. I couldn't see him.
He'll turn his video on. He'll state his name.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Doku?
Judge, I think we lost the attorney as well.
Yes. Oh, in the interim, no. Why in the world? Armando?
I'm so sorry, Your Honor. The clerk added me to her room, so I apologize.
No apologies necessary. We're just trying to get your client to turn his video on and state his name.
Okay. I'm gonna try to contact him.
Mr. Weir, why are you back, sir?
Trying to get back to Mr. Bowditch. My apologies.
No, don't apologize. We'll get you back in with him.
Okay.
Oh, he's not connected.
He's
Your
okay.
client,
I can try to
his,
contact him.
he was fine before, but his audio and his video don't look connected at all.
He did
Thank
have
you.
some hard time connecting in earlier.
While you're doing that.
Hey, okay.
Harris Ballinger's ready, Your Honor, if you want.
I was just asking her to turn her video on. I can get her case called real quick. This is 23WM017430M Wayne County. Nope. Let's try it again. 23WM01750M Wayne County Airport versus Harris Ballinger. May I have your appearance, please?
For the record, Your Honor, James Mena appearing on behalf of the airport authority.
State your name for me, please, ma'am.
Kiara Harris Ballinger.
Ma'am, the way court staff have you labeled indicate that you're waiving your right to have the assistance of the court-appointed attorney this morning. Is that correct?
Yes.
You intend to proceed on your own?
Yes.
You spoken to Mr. Mena, the prosecutor for the airport this morning?
Yes.
Mr. Mena, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, Ms. Harris Ballinger is going to tender a guilty plea, but that will be taken pursuant to 771 for a period of 3 months. As long as she pays her fines and picks up no criminal violations, we would move to dismiss it after the 3 months. And the original charge was disorderly person.
Thank you. Ma'am, would you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Ma'am, you understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor?
Yes.
And ma'am, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Ma'am, is it true that on September the 29th, 2023 at Wayne County Airport, which is City of Romulus County of Wayne, State of Michigan, you were a disorderly person, more specifically, that you caused the scene by grabbing and fighting with an individual you were traveling with?
Yes. We weren't
Thank you.
travelers.
Satisfied, Mr. Mena?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor. Just point out for the record, they weren't traveling. She met him at that airport. That's what her confusion
No,
is.
I was there first and he came, but it's okay. I understand.
Thank you. A person you were familiar with would probably be a better way to say that. Ms. Harris Bollinger, Mr. Mena indicated that this plea is being taken pursuant to 771.1, which means it's delayed for a period of 3 months, so long as you incur no new criminal offenses in the state of Michigan for the next 90 days and pay costs of $200. The case will be administratively reviewed for dismissal. Do you need more than 5 days to pay the $200?
Yes, can I get on a payment plan?
Absolutely. What you'll see on your screen is an invitation to go into a breakout room with Maria. She is from the court's collection staff. She'll put you on the payment plan for the $200. Any other questions, ma'am?
Yes, I just need to verify. That's all. The 7113 is just so it can be able to won't stay on my record or something.
Correct.
Okay. So I just press
Pay the
this.
$200. Pay the $200 and no new criminal cases. The court will administratively review the matter for dismissal.
Okay.
Okay?
The link just went away. It was there and it's not there no more.
It'll come back. You might need to tap your screen again. It'll come back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Your Honor, can I have Mary Ann connect me to Mr. Ware? I seem to have lost him someplace.
He's gone. For some reason, he signed off.
Mr. Manoogian, do you need to speak to the prosecutor?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
We'll get you into a breakout room with him.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay.
We're back on the record in 23WM01770 Wayne County Airport versus Doku. Sir, would you state your name for me, please?
Yes, Armando Doku.
Thank you. Ma'am, before we were disconnected, you were starting to say today is a day and time set for the arraignment and pretrial. We are proceeding how?
I had the opportunity to talk to the prosecutor, Your Honor, who agreed to enter into a plea agreement and asked the court to take this under Chapter 771 for 3 months. And I did have a chance to explain that plea deal to my client who agrees. He was also advised of his rights.
Thank you. Sir, would you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Sir, you had the opportunity to speak to your attorney. You understand the charges you face and the possible penalties?
I do.
And after having that conversation, is your understanding you'll be tendering a plea of guilty as charged to the checkpoint violation?
I do.
And you understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you will not have a trial of any kind?
I do.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor?
I do.
And sir, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
I am.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No, I'm not.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
I am.
Sir, is it true that on October 2nd, 2023 at Wayne County Airport, which is City of Romulus, County of Wayne, State of Michigan, you carried a firearm through the checkpoint?
Yes.
Satisfied, ma'am?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sir, the court accepts your plea of guilty as charged to the checkpoint violation. As indicated by your attorney, this plea is being taken pursuant to 771.1, which means the sentence will be delayed for a period of 3 months, so long as you incur no new criminal offenses in the state of Michigan for the next 3 months and pay $900 in costs. The matter will be administratively reviewed for dismissal, and at the conclusion of the 90 days, you may request a return of the firearm from the airport police. Do you need more than 5 days to pay $900, sir?
I do not.
5 days to pay, 3 months delayed sentence. Anything else on behalf of the airport?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else on behalf of Mr. Doku?
No, Your Honor.
No.
Good luck to you, sir. You have a good afternoon, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Hi, Judge.
Sir?
Good morning. I didn't get a chance to say good morning. We just hit the ground running.
We had to. I walked in at 8:10 and there were already people here.
Oh, I know. Well, at least we don't have Mr. Zick clogging up the docket this time, right?
Where did I see him?
He covered for me last time.
I saw him at a meeting and he introduced himself to me, which cracked me up. Mr. Weir, did you ever connect with Mr. Bowditch for contact information? Oh.
And then he's gone.
The staff is just so fast and efficient.
Oh my goodness, I can't keep track. Like people are bouncing around like pinballs.
Mr. Bowditch, who's coming out?
Mr. Troy Watson, Your Honor.
And then Mr. Weir is back. So when we get done with Mr. Watson, you go back in and exchange information with him. This is 23WM017640M, Wayne County Airport versus Troy Watson. Your appearances, please.
For the record, Honor, James Meta appearing on behalf of the airport.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Watson. Mr. Watson, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Troy Watson.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Watson.
Your Honor,
Mr.
today's the
Bowditch.
date time set for pretrial. We'd waive formal reading and arraignment. At pretrial, Mr. Watson wishes to plead guilty to being the charge of being a disorderly person. I've explained to Mr. Watson his right to have a trial in this matter, and he wishes to plead guilty.
Thank you. Mr. Watson, raise your right hand for me, please, sir. Do
ma'am.
you swear or affirm that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Thank you. You may put your hand down, sir. You have the opportunity to speak to Mr. Bowditch. You understand the charges you face and the possible penalties.
Yes, I do.
And after having that conversation, sir, it's your understanding that you'll be tendering a plea of guilty as charged to being a disorderly person.
Yes, ma'am, I plead guilty. I was disorderly and I apologize. Yes.
Thank you, sir. And you understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, ma'am.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes, I understand.
And sir, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily.
Yes, I am.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty.
No, I haven't. No.
You're pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes, I was disorderly. And yes, I was, and I do apologize.
Thank you. Mr. Watson, is it true that on September 30th, 2023 at Wayne County Airport, which is City of Romulus, County of Wayne, State of Michigan, you were a disorderly person? More specifically, you were doing something to interrupt, impede, or otherwise harass other persons at the airport?
Yes.
Satisfied, Mr. Mena?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Bowditch?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Watson, the court accepts your plea of guilty as charged to being a disorderly person and will impose the following as your fines and costs. There's the $100 fine, $100 in costs. There's $75 mandatory crime victim fee, $50 mandatory state costs, and $20 fund fee. That's $345. Do you need more than 5 days to pay that amount, sir?
No. Do I just pay that at the court or?
Yes, sir. You may pay it online or you may pay it in person. You may mail it
Okay,
to the court.
And that would be in Romulus Court.
Yes, sir, at 11129 Wayne Road. We're at 94, just off 94 Freeway, Wayne Road, just south of the freeway.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Good luck to you, Mr. Watson. You have a good afternoon.
All right. You too, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Manugian, are you ready, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is 23WM01750 Wayne County Airport versus Jacob Leader. May I have your appearances, please?
For the record, Your Honor, James Mena appearing on behalf of the airport.
Good morning, Your Honor. Max Manugian appearing on behalf of Jacob Leiter.
State your name for me, please, sir.
Jacob Leiter.
Leiter, thank you. Mr. Manugian, today is the day and time set for the arraignment and pretrial in this matter. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, as for the purposes of arraignment, we would waive a formal reading of the charges, ask that a not guilty plea be entered. However, I have been able to work the case out with the prosecutor.
And that resolution will be?
Your Honor, the charge would be taken pursuant to 771 for a period of 3 months. Upon completion of the probation period, the firearm would be returned.
Thank you. Sir, would you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. You had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Manugian about this case. You understand the charges you face and the possible penalties.
Yes.
And after having that conversation, sir, is your understanding you'll be tendering a plea of guilty as charged to the checkpoint violation?
Yes.
And sir, you understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes.
And sir, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Sir, is it true that on September the 27th, 2023 at Wayne County Airport, which is the city of Romulus, County of Wayne, state of Michigan, you committed a checkpoint violation by taking a firearm through security?
Yes.
Satisfied, Mr. Mena?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Manugian?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Sir, the court accepts your plea of guilty as charged to the checkpoint violation as indicated by Mr. Mena. This plea is taken pursuant to MCL 771.1. Your sentence will be delayed for a period of 3 months, so long as you incur no new criminal offenses in the state of Michigan and pay $900 in costs. The matter will be administratively reviewed for dismissal, and at the conclusion of that 90 days, you may ask the airport police for a return of the firearm. Do you need more than 5 days to pay this amount, sir?
I do not.
Anything else, Mr. Mena?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Manugian?
No, Your Honor.
Sir, thank you for your patience this morning. You're free to go. Good luck to you. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Mr. Mena, I'm stepping off for a second. I'll be right back. I don't know if there's anybody waiting for you. Nope.
I don't see anybody just yet, Your Honor.
Thank you. This is 23WM017430M. This is Wayne County Airport versus Jacobs. May I have your appearances, please?
Morning, James Bennett appearing on behalf of the airport.
You're muted, Mr. Bowditch. Ma'am, would you state your name for me, please?
I apologize, I was muted, Your Honor.
Leatrice Jacobs.
Thank you. Today's the day and time set for the arraignment and pretrial. Mr. Bowditch, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we would waive formal reading, stand mute at the arraignment. As far as the pretrial, we have an executed plea agreement where Ms. Jacobs would be pleading guilty to the charge of being a disorderly person, with the understanding the matter would be taken under statute 771 for a period of 3 months. If she complies with all the court's wishes, the court at that time may consider dismissal of these charges.
Thank you. Ma'am, would you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Ma'am, you've had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Bowditch this morning. You understand the charges you face and the possible penalties.
Yes.
And after having that conversation, is it your understanding you'll be tendering a plea of guilty as charged to being a disorderly person?
Yes.
And ma'am, you understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor?
Yes.
And ma'am, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
You haven't been threatened in any way or promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Ma'am, is it true that on September the 26th, 2023, at Wayne County Airport, which is City of Romulus, County of Wayne, State of Michigan, you were a disorderly person? More specifically, that you got into a physical altercation with a passenger at gate D19?
Yes.
Satisfied, Mr. Mena?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Bowditch?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Ma'am, the court accepts your plea of guilty as charged of being a disorderly person as indicated by Mr. Bowditch. That sentence is being taken, that plea is being taken pursuant to MCL 771.1, which means the sentence will be delayed for a period of 3 months, so long as you incur no new criminal offenses in the state of Michigan for the next 90 days and you pay $200 in costs. The matter will be administratively reviewed for dismissal. Do you need more than 5 days to pay $200, ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, the next thing you'll see is an invitation to go into a breakout room with Maria. She's a member of the court's collection staff. She'll set a payment plan on that $200, okay?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else, Mr. Mena?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Bowditch?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Please go speak to Maria. Other than that, you have a wonderful day.
You too. How do I do
Thank you. You'll see a button pop up or invitation to the breakout.
I don't see anything. Oh, okay, here you go.
This is 23WM 01833 Wayne County Airport versus Desher. Your appearance, please, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sean Hermes here on behalf of Eyad Desher.
Mr. Hermes, you've had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Mena this morning.
That's correct, Your Honor.
You have a resolution for the citation, sir.
We did. We worked out a deal, and I have the authority on behalf of my client to enter a plea responsible to double parking with a fine of $200.
200?
Yes.
Does your client need more than 5 days to pay this amount?
No, I can have them pay within 5 days, Your Honor.
5 days to pay, responsible to double parking. Anything else?
That would be all. Thank you so much for your time, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You as well.
Thank you. This is 23WM 01778OM Wayne County Airport versus Calvin Cook.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Thank you. The attorney just popped off for a second. Wait a minute. Your appearance for Mr. Cook, please, sir.
Your Honor, I apologize, Your Honor. For the record, Your Honor, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Cook. Mr. Cook, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
My name's Calvin Keith Cook.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we are requesting an adjournment for discovery in this matter.
You want to do the arraignment in the interim, Mr. Bowditch?
Yes, Your Honor, we would waive formal reading and stand mute.
Thank you. Mr. Cook, the court will set your bond in this matter at $1,000 personal. You don't need to post any money, but what you must do is continue to appear as directed by the court until this matter is resolved in its entirety. Mr. Bowditch has indicated that discovery has been requested. There's a notation in the file now. We'll set the return date. I heard you say you're not available on the 27th, Mr. Bowditch. Let's see what date's available after that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, give me 1 second. I thought I had it together. We do have November 16th, the airport is here, but I don't know if we're keeping this docket separate than the regular docket. Because
Mary Ann, I apologize. I'm not available on the 16th either.
Judge, I don't have January dates for special.
I didn't know that I don't think this docket's a separate docket.
Okay.
I think it was more of a volume management.
Okay.
You want to, Mr. Bowditch, well, I'm looking at December 7th, Mary Ann, maybe?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
And Mr. Bowditch, when Mr. Minnick comes out, we'll ask, and if the 7th is not a good date, we'll put you on that next special airport date.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, December 7th, I am with you already on another matter.
Okay.
That works at 8:40.
December 7th at 8:40. Back on Zoom, Mr. Cook back here in number 1. Anything else, Mr. Bowditch?
I missed what you said.
Nothing, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cook, I said December 7th at 8:40 a.m., but court staff will
Thank
mail
you.
notice to you at the address you verified. Mr. Mena, the question was, are these Monday dockets any different than the regular Thursday docket? Can we adjourn something from today to a Thursday docket?
My understanding is there's no difference on these, Judge.
Thank you. December 7th, Mr. Cook, you have a good afternoon, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, too.
Thank you. Our last case was scheduled to begin at 10:10. And although Mr. Bowditch has people to wait for, I want to start calling the failures to appear, Mr. Mena. Let's double check. We have 23WM017330M Wayne County Airport versus Antoine Brantley. The case was scheduled at 8:40. It is now 10:13 by the court's clock. Double checking the breakout rooms. I don't see anyone by that name waiting to see Mr. Bowditch. Defendant having failed to appear as directed by this court, the matter will be set for show cause. Two three WM017340M Wayne County Airport versus Kenneth Dickerson. The case was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 8:40. It's now 10:14 by the court's clock. Double checking the court's breakout sessions. There is no one by that name, Kenneth Dickerson. Based on the defendant's failure to appear as directed, this matter will be set for show cause. Two three WM01742 A and B. These are Wayne County Airport versus Nadia Harris. This case is for scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 8:40. It's now 10:15 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, these matters will be set for show cause. The court has checked the breakout rooms. There is no one by that name in this session. Two three WM01818OM Wayne County Airport versus Mitchell Burton. This case was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 9:30. It is now 10:16 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, the court checking the breakout sessions. There's no one by that name. Matter will be set for show cause.
Mary Ann, I would need a breakout room, so I can go and join Mr. Mena.
This is 23WM01819OM Wayne County Airport versus Trinica Burden. Case was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 9:30. It's now 10:17 a.m. by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, court checking the breakout sessions. There's no one by that name in any of the breakout rooms. Matter will be set for show cause. Two three WM01808OM Wayne County Airport versus Jennifer Thorpe. The matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 9:30. It's now 10:18 by this court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, court checking the breakout rooms. There's no one by that name in the breakout sessions. Defendant having failed to appear, the matter will be set for show cause. Two-three WM 01792 M Wayne County Airport versus Malik Wolford. The matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 9:40. It's now 10:18 by the court's clock. There being no one by that name in the court's breakout sessions, defendant having failed to appear as directed by the court, matter will be set for show cause. Two-three WM 01816 M Wayne County Airport versus Brandon Scott. The matter was scheduled for 10 a.m. It's now 10:19 by this court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, there being no one by that name, no identified persons in the court Zoom session. Matter will be set for show cause. Who are you expecting out, Mr. Bowditch?
Mr. Shantuan Brown, Your Honor. Scheduled at 10 o'clock.
This is 22 WM 018330 M Wayne County Airport versus Shantuan Brown. Your appearance, please.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Brown. As far as Mr. Brown, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Shantuan Brown.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, today's the date and time set for arraignment, wait formal reading, stand mute. We've had a chance to pre-try this case, Your Honor. Mr. Brown, I've met with the prosecutor. Mr. Brown wishes to plead responsible to a double parking ticket with the agreed upon fine of $400. With the understanding the original matter of abandoned property, Your Honor, will be dismissed.
Thank you. Mr. Brown, raise your right hand for me, please, sir. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Sir, you had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Bowditch. You understand that there's been an offer to plead responsible to the added count of double parking and that the misdemeanor abandoning personal property will be dismissed.
Yes.
And that's how you wish to proceed this morning.
Yes.
And you understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes.
And sir, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily.
Yes.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead responsible.
No.
Sir, is it true that on May 9th, 2022 at Wayne County Airport, the city of Romulus, County of Wayne, state of Michigan, you were double parked contrary to law?
Yes.
Sir, the court will accept your plea of responsible to the added count of double parking, dismiss the original misdemeanor, and is agreed by the attorneys impose a fine of $400. Do you need more than 5 days to pay the $400, sir?
Yes, I do.
Then, Mr. Brown, the next thing you'll see is an invitation to go into a breakout room with Maria. She's from the court's collection department. She will put you on a payment plan for the $400. So good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. These are 23WM01825 A and B. These are Wayne County Airport versus Deja Reed. The cases were scheduled at 10:10. It's now 10:23 by the court's clock. There's no one by that name in the court's breakout sessions. The defendant having failed to appear is directed by the court. Matters will be set for show cause. Mr. Brown, did you speak to Maria? Oh. Mr. Brown?
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were talking to me.
No, that's okay. Did you have a chance to speak to Maria?
Yes, I did.
You're free to go. You have a wonderful day.
You as well.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Who are you waiting for, Mr. Bowditch? Oh,
Kendall
thank you.
Long, Your Honor.
This is 23WM01738OM Wayne County Airport versus Long. Your appearances.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of with Mr. Long. Mr. Long, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please? Mr. Long? Mr. Long?
Mr. Long. Mr. Bowditch, have you spoken to the other two people in your waiting room?
No, Your Honor.
Go back there, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, the computer was muted and we was having issues. Can you hear him now?
I'm able to hear you. The attorney has gone back to speak to someone else. Is your video working?
The video wasn't working. I didn't want to leave out and come back. It said something about restart and reopen, and I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to jeopardize him losing a spot.
You're not losing your spot. The attorney is has gone to speak to someone else. So if you leave and come back, when he comes out of the breakout room, we'll recall the case.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Hello?
Mr. Long,
Yes.
good. Stay there, okay? Mr. Beldish will be back momentarily.
Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Bowdish, we have Mr. Long. How are we proceeding this morning?
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of Mr. Long. Your Honor, Mr. Long is going to plead guilty to a checkpoint violation with the understanding the matter will be taken under 771 for a period of 3 months. We waive the formal reading at the arraignment.
Thank you. Mr. Long, raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Sir, you understand that if the court accepts your plea of guilty this morning, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Okay.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes, ma'am.
And sir, are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
You haven't been threatened in any way or promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Sir, Sir, is it true that on September 25th, 2023, at Wayne County Airport, you committed a checkpoint violation by taking a dangerous weapon through security?
Yes.
And what was that weapon, sir?
It was a handgun.
Thank you. Satisfied, Mr. Mena? Satisfied, Mr. Bowditch?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Mr. Long, the court will accept your plea of guilty to the checkpoint violation as indicated. That plea is being taken pursuant to MCL 771.1, which means your sentence will be delayed for a period of 3 months. Sir, so long as you incur no new criminal offenses in the state of Michigan for the next 90 days and pay fines, costs of $900, the matter will be administratively reviewed for dismissal after that 3 months, and you may request the return of the firearm from the airport police. Do you need more than 5 days to pay the cost in this matter, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Then, Mr. Long, the next thing you'll see is an invitation to go into the collections room. You'll meet with Maria, a member of this court's collection staff. She'll help set you on the payment plan. Anything else, Mr. Bowditch?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Long, please go speak to Maria. Other than that, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
You're
Your Honor, we're
welcome.
also ready on Mr. Say.
This is 23WM018230M, Wayne County Airport versus Say. Your appearances, please.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of with Mr. Say. Mr. Say, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Juan Jose Zaytok.
Your Honor, today's
Thank
the
you,
date
Mr.
and time
Sato.
set. Today's the date and time set for arraignment, Your Honor, waive formal reading and stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-trial this. Mr. Say wishes to plead guilty to being a disorderly person with the understanding the matter will be taken under 771 for a period of 3 months.
Thank you. Raise your right hand for me, please, sir. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. You've had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Bowditch, and you understand the charges you face and the possible penalties?
Yes, ma'am.
And after having that conversation, it's your intention this morning to plead guilty as charged to being a disorderly person.
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, ma'am.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes, ma'am.
And sir, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily.
Yes, ma'am.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty.
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, is it true that on October 9th, 2023 at Wayne County Airport, which is city of Romulus, County of Wayne, state of Michigan, you were a disorderly person? More specifically, you were disrupting, impeding, or harassing the orderly flow of passengers at the airport?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, Mr. Mena?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Bowditch?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Sir, the court accepts your plea of guilty as charged of being a disorderly person. As indicated, sentence in this matter will be delayed for a period of 3 months, so long as you incur no new criminal offenses in the state of Michigan and pay costs of $200. The matter will be administratively reviewed for dismissal. Do you need more than 5 days to pay the $200?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. 5 days to pay. 3 months, no new criminal offenses. Other than that, sir, you're free to go. You have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ready on Foreman, Your Honor.
I'm trying to pull him in, Judge.
Thank you, ma'am.
He said he knew how to leave the breakout room.
This is 23WM0815OM Wayne County Airport versus Samuel Foreman. Your appearances, please.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Foreman. Mr.
Good
Foreman,
morning.
would you tell the judge your name for the record, please? Mr. Foreman, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Well, he's unmuting, Your Honor. James Mena on behalf of the airport.
Thank you, Mr. Mena.
Okay. There, is that better?
That's better.
Yes, sir.
Mr.
State
Foreman.
your name for me, please.
Yes, Samuel H. Foreman.
Thank you, Mr. Foreman. Today is the day and time set for the arraignment and pretrial. Mr. Bowditch, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, Mr. Foreman is going to plead guilty to the charge of a checkpoint violation with the understanding the matter will be taken under 771 for a period of 3 months, no violations. The court will consider this for dismissal. We'd waive a formal reading at arraignment.
Thank you. Mr. Foreman, would you raise your right hand for me, please? Sir, do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Sir, you have the opportunity to speak to Mr. Bowditch, and you understand the charges you face and the possible penalties.
Yes, based on what he said.
And sir, after having that conversation, it's your understanding you'll be tendering a plea of guilty as charged to the checkpoint violation?
Yes,
Sir, you understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you will not have a trial of any kind.
yes,
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
yes,
And sir, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily.
oh, yes, yes,
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty.
no,
Are you pleading guilty, sir, because you are in fact guilty?
yes,
Sir, is it true that on October the 8th, 2023 at Wayne County Airport, you committed a checkpoint violation by taking a stun gun flashlight through security?
that is correct, yes,
Satisfied, Mr. Mena?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Bowditch?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Sir, the court will accept your plea of guilty as charged to the checkpoint violation as indicated by Mr. Bowditch. That plea is taken pursuant to 771.1, which is delayed sentence for a period of 3 months, so long as you incur no new criminal offenses in the state of Michigan and pay cost of $300. The case will be administratively reviewed for dismissal. Sir, do you need more than 5 days to pay that amount?
no,
5 days to pay, no new criminal offenses in the next 90 days, case will be dismissed. Anything else, Mr. Mena?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Bowditch?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Foreman, you are free to go. Good luck to you, sir. You have a good day.
okay, but how do I pay this? You just, do I call it in or credit
Sir,
card?
you can pay it online, or you can pay it in person. I thought I saw you were from out of state. You can go to the court's website and you can pay online with the citation number or by your name.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you. And that concludes this court's docket for the day. We stand adjourned.